Okay, so now that the year is coming to an end, I'm going to show you exactly what I would do if I had to sign one client before the end of this year. Firstly, we're going to start off by selecting a niche. If you have a niche already, then I'll show you the drug dealer method, where is you give something so irresistible that they have to keep going. And thirdly, I'm going to show you the outreach methods. If I could only do two, which ones would I stick to in order to sign a client by the end of this year? For us, my agency has now hit over 100k per month. And we've scaled the majority of that being in 2025 this year. But the hardest part about building my agency was getting the first client. After that, after the ball gets rolling, then things start becoming a lot easier and smoother. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay, so firstly, starting your AI agency. The first question you need to ask is, do you have a niche? Now, a niche is essentially you being a thought leader or an expert in that area. Now, the reason why you need a niche in AI is because if you're speaking to everybody, then realistically, you're speaking to nobody. Nobody wants to receive a cold email or a LinkedIn message saying, hey, I build anything for anybody, because that's just useless to them. They want people that know their specific pain points to build a solution for them. So firstly, for me, would be decide, do you have a niche? I chose real estate about 3 years ago because I seen the biggest opportunity in that. But nowadays, that's not really the case. So the thought that I would go through as I'm picking a niche, firstly is, do I have experience in any industry? So for example, do I work a job in like a company where we do a lot of admin? Could I potentially automate something like that? I know a lot of people out there won't actually have anything that they can apply AI to. So they're just going to have to pick a random niche, which is absolutely no issue because that's what I did. But what I would do if I could is pick something that I already have experience in. If you don't have a niche, here's some stuff that I would look at over here. Obviously, we're coming up to Christmas, so for me to decide which niche I would choose ones that have an overflow of leads. Now, what this really means is, for stuff like if you wanted to target real estate agents, there's going to be people browsing their dream homes or browsing for properties when the real estate agents are off work for Christmas. That's an instant foot in the door when you're reaching out to real estate agents. As we're coming closer to this Christmas time and they're on holidays, most people are still going to be searching for properties, so you may need an AI to answer them questions. Secondly, stuff like car dealerships as well. End of year clearance rush. I think the majority, some stat like 50% of people buy cars in the end or the beginning of a year. So like the December, January, February times. So that's a stat that you could pull up to car dealerships, reach out to them, let them know that we're coming to the end of the year. A lot of your staff are going to be on holidays, and even coming into the new year, there's going to be a higher volume of leads. Maybe I could build an AI that could do something for them. And also stuff like med spas, clinics, where coming into the new year, you're going to have a lot of new year, new me people. So that in turn is going to increase inquiries to these types of businesses. And that's obviously a prime situation for AI to be able to help handle them. Now, after you have selected a niche, we're going to move down to this section here. And this is called the drug dealer method. This is build a product first, then outreach to them. And what I mean by that is, for me, the thing that I found the most success in is building the actual voice agent or the chatbot agent or the email agent and then giving it to them. And no, I don't mean manually building it each time. I mean having AI build it. So we'll go further into it now and I'll show you exactly what it means. So the build stack we are going to use in order to do this drug dealer method and essentially allow them to test the AI before we even build it is, we're going to use Amplify to scrape leads. After we scrape them leads, it's going to output their website, and then we're going to come down here and scrape their website. So for example, if my niche was car dealerships, then we're going to scrape a bunch of car dealers in, let's say, London, and each one of them leads is going to have a website, and we're going to use the website scraper as well on Amplify to scrape all of their websites and get each URL from their website. Now when we have the URLs from that website, we can use a more detailed scraper, and this is going to get all of the details about the cars on their website. We can add that into a Google Sheet, and now we have a knowledge base for an AI that we can reach out to these car dealerships and say, hey, I built an AI agent for you, test it out by emailing over here. The AI agent is going to have all of the car details in the background, and it's going to be able to answer questions like an actual staff member for them without us actually having to build anything. Now, obviously, this is just temporary. If you sign this client, you'll have to do a lot more detail, connect to their website, etc. But this is just to show them how it works, and that's what I called the drug dealer method, where you give them a taste and then they want to come back for more. So to show you exactly how we build that, let's come over here to the NHN template, which I'm going to leave down below in the first link in the description so you can download it. You don't even have to really do anything. As you can see over here, we have the full template. Firstly, the one that's going to scrape all of the all of the URLs to whichever niche you're in, and secondly the AI agent, which is going to answer their questions. So firstly up here, we're going to have our manual trigger, so we're just going to execute this and make it scrape thousands of leads. Over here we are going to have a lead sheet. So in order to get a lead sheet, we firstly need to come back over here to the Excalibur. I'll leave this diagram below so you can be able to click into the links and it makes it easier for you. But over here we have an Apify lead scraper. So this is the first thing we need to do in order to set up this method. We're going to come over here to the Apify lead scraper, a direct link from the diagram, and you can see in here we can put in info and get a bunch of leads. So for us, let's say we want maybe 100 leads. You would realistically put in like something like maybe 1,000. Then down here, the file name or the run label, let's say we are looking for Car Dealers London. Now the job title, let's select all of these, so managers, directors, owners, sales managers, partners, associates. You get the general idea. Down here, location, we want anybody in the UK or around the area of the UK. Email status, we can leave all of this empty. And down here, instead of real estate, we are going to use automotive industry. We're going to select that. And in here, some keywords is stuff like car dealership. So these are the people that we are exactly looking for. Car dealership, maybe just dealership as well. Them two should be fine. Then down here we can include any words that we want to stay away from, so exclude these keywords. There's not many that we want to include for car dealers. We'll be able to see in the list if it gives us back bad leads, then we can include them in here and tell them we don't want these. Revenue funding can all stay the same, and we can save and start this now. After we click start, then you can see here it is scraping the leads. And if we come over here to the output section, we can see all of the car dealerships that we can now use. So what we're going to do is come up here and press export. We are going to just download this as a CSV. Then we are going to come back over here to the Excalibur. And as you can see, that's step number 1 done. You have a link here directly to the scraper, so you can go straight there. And now we need to put them into a Google Sheet. So I'm going to come over here to my sheets. I'm going to create a sheet called car dealers. And in this sheet, all we need is to put in basically their name and their email. That's the main kind of details that we need. Obviously, you can put in other stuff as well. For us, we're just going to import everything. But the only thing we really need is the name and email. Okay, so after we import all of this, you can see now we have the first name, last name, email. We have the phone number. We have some personal emails. We have the company name, the company website. We have the LinkedIn, full name, job title, etc. So we have exactly everything we need. I'm going to come up here, format this and convert it to a table so it looks a little bit neater for me. Now over here beside their email, I'm going to add one row, and I'm going to press insert a column to the right, and in here we are going to put the row AI knowledge base. This is where we're going to add in all of the details that our AI assistant that we set up for them, it's going to store it all over here. So now that we have that ready, we can come back over here to our N8N template, and in here we are going to read a sheet. Now in here we're going to get all rows from the car dealer sheet and from sheet number 1, and this is going to output every single row. So if I quickly run this step, you can see it outputs the 100 rows that we have inside that Google Sheet. If we come in here, we have all of the details, first name, last name, email, that row that we just created, or the column that we just created, which is AI knowledge base. So we have everything we need. Now we're going to actually scrape the website so we can find out which cars they have for sale and what we can use for their demo, so we can set the AI on it or train the AI on that. So in order to do that, I'm going to come back over here, and we need to start step number 2, where we use the website URL scraper. Again, you can see we have a link directly to the scraper here. In this website URL scraper, if you put in somebody's URL, let's take for example this website here, which is one of the ones from the sheet or from the leads that we just scraped. I'm going to bring it back over here, and I'm going to put it in here. And what this should do when we run this, it should scrape every URL on our page. So now we can use that for the AI to be able to answer questions about the website, about specific cars on the website, etc. And when it finishes that, now we have all of the URLs from that website, in which we can now put into the AI agent to be able to train on the specific information. Okay, so now that we have all of these URLs, That's exactly what we're going to do, except we're going to automate that process. So this is going to take all of the 100 leads that we have in the sheet, like we just scraped before. This one is going to scrape all of the 100 leads. So in here, it is the Apify node. So as you can see here, just come over here and look up the Apify node. And in the Apify node, we're going to run an actor and get a data set. When we click this one, we can choose from the recent list of used actors, which is the one that we've just used. So we can select that one, which is the URL mapper. And in here, this is the JSON that you're going to put in. So we're going to put in the URL. We're going to put in URL. And in here, we are going to put in the actual URL of the person's website. So as you can see in the leads list, we get the company website. I'm going to bring that over, drop it in here. And now I'm going to bring that over and drop it in here. And now this is going to search the person's website. So if I save this now, okay, so one thing we've just added in right now is this loop over items. So you're going to come up here and look up the loop over items. And instead of running each 100 of these at once, we're going to run them one at a time just to speed up the process. So you can see here, we're only going to let one item in. And it's the same process over here where we are going to map the URL in here from the person's website. So from the lead sheet, we're going to map the URL in here. And then we can add the output into this section here, which is the AI knowledge base. All of the URLs is going to go in there. So we can run this again to test the workflow. If I run this, it's now going to get all of them URLs. It's going to send one of them through here. As you can see over here, we get one item now rather than all 100 at once. When it gets all of them items, you can see it outputs about 1,000 URLs for that person's website. Okay, so after that Apify scraper, we're going to add in one more node, which is the aggregate node. And that's going to take all 1,000 of them URLs that we've got. It's going to add them all together so we get one item as an output over here. And then we're going to use that one item and we're going to store that in the AI knowledge base over here. So I'm going to take the aggregated node, all of them links, and I'm going to drop it in here. And as you can see, that's going to add in all of the URLs that we need. So now we can run this. Now, instead of actually putting in that link, I'm going to put in this right here, which basically means just give us the first 20 URLs. If we don't put this in, then any website that has like maybe 5,000 URLs, which is pretty common, when we try to put that into the Google Sheet, we're going to get an error because there's a character limit on rows in Google Sheets. So we just wanted to give us the first 20 URLs. Obviously, this template is going to be down below, which you can download it for completely free. So I won't go through this. When you download it, all of this will already be in it. So now when we run this, we can firstly run this aggregate node. It's going to output one item. So we get 1,000 items. It's going to output one. And then we can save them first 20 URLs over here in Google Sheet. And boom, that gets saved. And now we basically have a knowledge base for the AI agent on this person's company. So if we jump back over here, you can see we now have all of their URLs in here. And now the AI is going to be able to click into these URLs and answer them questions. So the next thing, if we come back over here, the next thing is to actually answer the person's questions. When we have the detailed scraper, now the AI is going to be able to answer that question. So if we come back over here to the template, you can see now we have the AI agent responder. So what we're going to do, we're going to tell the client, or we're going to outreach them in LinkedIn DMs and cold email. And we're going to reach out to them and say, hey, I built an AI agent on your website. You can test it out here. And we're going to give them the email account that this is connected to. So for me, I have this set up on my demo email account. So it's demo1@workreadyai.com. So I'm going to include that in the LinkedIn DMs or in the emails. And I'm going to tell them, hey, just ask the AI agent a question about your property, and it's going to be able to answer your questions. Now, what we tell the AI agent here is, because obviously we're going to be doing thousands of people, we tell the AI when it's responding back to find out which company they are with, so then we can tailor the responses to their actual company and to the URLs that we've scraped for that company. So you can see here, we tell the AI, you are a helpful car sales assistant that answers users' questions about the exact cars that they inquire about. Always output clean HTML format for an email. Do not include explanations, markdown comments, code blocks, etc. Always ensure you identify the correct car the user is referencing. So that's basically finding their correct website or finding who's actually answering these questions. Because as you can imagine over here, we have the AI connected to this Google Sheet, and obviously we have hundreds of people in here. So when it gets an email, we tell it basically identify which one of these people is asking a question. Then we say use the get car details tool to locate the correct car within the AI agent details section before responding. Remember, they may not ask about the car straight away. but you can try and figure out which car they're asking about naturally and politely. We're going to say all of the details in the sheet will be URLs, so you will have to visit them to get the details. And then we're going to give it the user's question. So as we receive an email over here, this is going to wait for emails. If I execute this now and I send a demo email over, and we're going to say, hi there, I'm looking for a car. If we come back over here to the email agent, you can see now this is running. It should trigger as soon as that message comes in. So you can see this received the email, and if we click in here, we will be able to see all of the email, and we just have to scroll down here and we can see it's from my email account. We can see the subject, which was hi there, and then up here we can see the text is I'm looking for a car. So we have all of the details there. I'm going to bring that over and I'm going to drop in the actual text that the user sent over. So if we scroll down here to this section and we pull up the text, so we have the subject, we have the text over here, bring that over and drop it in here, and we say answer this user's question. When we add that in, now it's important that when we do this, because we're using URLs, that we use Gemini, because Gemini has access to actually visit URLs and get the details from them pages. So if somebody asks about a car that they've seen on carmotors.com, then this AI agent is going to firstly find carmotors.com in the Google Sheet, then it's going to visit them URLs to figure out which car it is asking about. So down here we have a Google Sheet node, and this is going to be set on the car dealers and the sheet number 1, and we essentially tell it to get all rows. When this returns all rows, the AI agent is going to have access to all of them rows, so we can determine using this Gemini which car or which company this user is asking about. And this is basically going to be the lead that is trying to demo this AI agent. And then over here we have it set, so send a message back to the message ID here, and the text is going to be the output from the AI agent. So if I come back over here to the AI agent, you can see we have a response, and you can see it says, dear Folu, thanks for reaching out. I'd be delighted to help you find a perfect vehicle. To assist you, could you please let me know a little more about your car? Knowing your preferences will allow me to check our current inventory. Do you have a specific car model in mind? What's your current budget range, and what type of vehicle are you looking for? When we give it some information, more information, it's going to trigger that AI agent again, and it should be able to find the URL once this person includes details about who they actually are, which company they're asking questions about. Now, after we have the AI agent set up, the next thing is outreach. So how do we actually get people to use this? So the first thing I would do is do cold email. So I'd set up a bunch of cold emails. I'd maybe say send 20 or 30 every single day. And the kind of outreach you want to do is not your typical cold email that everybody does, because each business owner receives maybe 10 cold emails or 20 cold emails a week. So if yours is just an average one, then they're not going to open it. Now that's exactly why we built this demo, because if you're able to include in your email, hey, I've already built this, you can test it straight away, that's going to significantly make you stand out and make them want to respond to you. So that's what I would do over here. Hey name, I noticed you sell cars, or I noticed you're working at company name. I already set up an AI agent for you. Here's the link for you to test it yourself, and then include that email account of wherever you set up that AI agent on that we were just messing with. LinkedIn can be a little more informal. Over here on email, you kind of have to provide value. I tell them exactly what you want. You can't send an email and say, hey, how are you? But over here on LinkedIn, we can actually do that. So we can say stuff like, hey name, quick question about your sales team, and just leave it like that. That's going to pique curiosity and make them want to reply. The thing that we want over here on LinkedIn is not to pitch slap them straight away. We want to just get a reply. That's all we're looking for in the first question, is just to get a reply. Over here on email, we kind of have to pitch the product straight away. Otherwise, you're wasting people's time. But on LinkedIn, it can be a little more personal, and you can just fish for a reply. When they reply, then we can tell them that we have an AI agent set up on. That's the exact process I would take if I was to start over again, if I had to get a client within the next couple of weeks before 2026. I'll leave this template down below so you can go to all of the links. This is a link to the N8N, and this is a link to all of the scrapers that you'll have to use. Also, the N8N templates, full template, so you don't have to build it yourself, is going to be down below, so you can download that. So everything's going to be in the first link in the description. Just join the community, go over, and I'll show you exactly where you can get all of this information. If you like that video, leave a like below and let me know what you want to see in the next video.